Welcome, people. Welcome back to the channel. This is called Thailand, living the dream. Oh, me. As things are kind of just a bit up in the air at the moment, people were just working like a normal person. YouTube doesn't pay me a penny, so I kind of do this as a sort of sideline, sort of hobby. It started off as first, folks, and then we kind of shifted to, oh, let's try to make this a serious thing. Channel's not really serious. You don't want to learn anything here or any sort of use or anything like that. So I only show you what I see through my eyes at the time I see it. That's the kind of way we do it. We don't run off scripts here. It just doesn't work with me. I have a hard time trying to remember things, so trying to read off a script is not one of them things that I would do ever. Anyway, living a dream in Thailand. Yeah, it's starting to get a bit more difficult, to be fair. Where as it's just the like the constant travel is being on an airplane for roughly 14 to 18 hours at a time, doing it on the way back and then having to come back to UK and work again. It's getting a bit too much, to be fair. um, I am not going to stop going. We've got a couple of months here in the UK. We're going to go back to Thailand, see what the crack is with this whole visa thing. If we get in, and if we don't get in, we're going to have to look at different options. But so far, everything's going quite well. We've done so far on the channel. We've looked at land to buy, looked at the certain condos and my condo where I'm staying at the moment and stuff like that. Well, obviously not at the moment because I'm not there, but renting a condo over there. Done Bangkok river cruises and nights out in Bangkok, nights out in Pattaya. Do all sorts of things on this channel. The night out thing hasn't really been happening so much. It just doesn't really interest me as much as it used to. I've got a girlfriend, so there's really no point in me going to lady bars and whatnot. You know what I mean? And you end up cost you an arm and a leg. Okay, you're going to be half the price of what you are for a beer in the UK, so uh, that kind of isn't too far away. You're kind of spending, I would say, Thailand prices are like 1990 prices in the UK now. That's kind of like where they're at the moment. And if you remember rightly, in the 1990s, you were paying almost like 120 to £2 a beer or something like that. So that's where you're kind of standing at now. The wages and my work and that sort of just cover my flights and budgets. Things going across there is kind of like my budget is basically book a flight and spend the money that I've got that I've made. This is not working very well for me at the moment because I'm kind of like having to come back, make money, and go across and back and forth all the time. And I'm always going back from Thailand skint so I'd say by spending money it's probably anywhere from about £1,500 to £2,000 a month, roughly, and that's including my condo as well. The condo cost me about £200 all in, the electricity and water. That's £200 all in a month, so that comes off my spending money. We're looking at different options now, different places in Thailand to try and see how I get on there rather than being in Pattaya and Jam.thebam and stuff like that. Jam.thebam, staying there was a bit of an eye opener. It's not too different from Pattaya, but it's not the same if you understand. It's not full on in your face we do. After being out the countryside, we looked at land to buy. That was kind of just brushed off after a while, me thinking about it, and I thought if I can't oversee the work, then there's no really much point in forking out all that money. And like most of you said, it could go horribly wrong, which is fair enough. But I am looking at some sort of kind of future in Thailand later on in life, and I've got probably about another government in this country keeps putting up the retirement age, so I don't know. I mean, I dare say, like, I would like to retire at 50, but that's possibly not going to happen ever. But there's certain things in Thailand that, like, just sometimes bugs my heart, and it's like, it's just small things, like, where you constantly have to pay double because you're a foreigner and stuff like that. And the Thai person only has to pay like a couple of hundred baht or something like that. And you have to pay like 1,000 baht. It's not quite as extreme as that, but sometimes it is. Uh, like bolts and that. Last time I was over there, I was getting bolts from Bangkok to Pattaya, and it was I booked it and I paid by my card, and then he said then he cancelled it, and then another one came along and said, "Oh no, I haven't received payment." So that kind of just says to me that was a scam of some sort, try to get me to pay like 500 baht and toll fees, which is only 105 or 120 baht, right? I think. So it basically bumped me there, like. So these are the kind of things that bugs my happiness in Thailand. Not everything is hunky dory in paradise. You know what I mean? And living the dream in Thailand is like, you'll get people on YouTube that'll basically say, "Oh, everything's fantastic, it's brilliant," and that. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but that's just the real life, folks, and that's what I do with my channel. I try and tell you the real situations, the things that are going on at the moment in time as I see them. You know, no one likes being ripped off. You know what I mean? No one likes paying over the odds for things that they don't necessarily have bought. These are the kind of things that does happen. It's happened to me countless of times in Thailand where I've been in a bar, they fiddled the bill. It just annoys me, walking past massage shops. Hello, welcome, want a massage? I, I understand that, I get it, but yeah, every 5 steps you take, you're getting hounded and bothered, like, and I just would really be left alone as such, like, you know what I mean? These ladies are just trying to make money, you know what I mean, by massages and whatnot, so it's just a case of, I mean, that doesn't really bug my happiness as much. I think I'm just getting old. I think that is. Going at the bars, not being able to hear anybody speak to you, constantly shouting at the top of your voice to a conversation with somebody. These things seems to be very difficult in my eyes to try and navigate my way around these things. The roads, well, they are bloody dangerous, to be fair. I mean, and that's the thing that bugs my happiness, is the way people drive in Thailand. Like, it just seems like they don't necessarily care if they hit anybody or crash into anybody. They don't seem to bother themselves. They don't seem to care too much. You know what I mean? But obviously, if you come off a bike or anything like that, then you're going to get hurt. Like, and I've got a motorbike in Thailand. I mean, that's the upsides, is that getting anything fixed there is just basically fantastic. Like, because you can go anywhere at any time and get anything fixed. Like, there's like 20,000 mechanics in like the whole of Pattaya and Jam.thebam. Like, you know what I mean? Probably even more than that, to be fair. But we try and keep these channels as real as possible and see, like I said, I just try and show you through my eyes, like soy dogs hitting a step or a stop, or soy dogs getting to 7-Eleven and stuff like that, and you don't know whether they're a friend or not. That's always a put off as well, like, but something. I mean, I do love Thailand, I really do, but I feel like sometimes they make it a bit too difficult for you just to come across. Like, sometimes, and I don't think, and I want to cane this until I try next time to come across. I've got a friend that's going across soon. He's been over, I believe, 5 or 6 times this year, and he's planning on going back for Christmas, so we'll see what happens there, folks. I will keep you updated, though. I try to keep the channel rolling because there's not really much here to vlog about at the moment, so I just sort of try to come up with some ideas of what I can actually do. But I'm actually like in the middle of a vlogging wall at the moment, which my mind's just completely blank. I'm worried about Christmas and making rent next month and that, because the job I'm at the moment is just like, oh, you're not going to get paid until the 9th. Well, I have to pay my condo on the 29th, which is not exactly ideal for me, but we'll figure something out, I'm sure. This is one of the things I'm thinking as well, that next year we're planning on moving to Bangsan. And it's only 45 minutes from Pattaya and 45 minutes from Bangkok. It's like in the middle. It's a quiet little city town. No lady bars or nothing like that there. So there is bars and nightclubs if we want that kind of thing. Mimi's going back to work, but she's not working in a bar. She's going to get a proper job. So I don't know what doing yet. She's not said, but it's going to be in Bangsan. So that's up to her really, whether she wants to do that or not. It just means it takes a little bit of ease off myself, and she's able to support her family as well. Right now, I'm kind of helping, but we're not going to be able to save for anything like a house or a condo to buy if I have to keep handing money over all the time. Not that I'm handing like loads of money over, it's not like that, but it's like she kind of feels bored as well, like not doing anything, and she's always worked before, so that's one of them things, people. The whole Miami and Mexico and the football thing, I've looked into a little bit more. It's looking like it's going to be very expensive, so I probably not going to be able to make that at all. But I'm kind of sad actually. To be fair, I would have liked to have went to Miami. It's one of them places in America that I think looks pretty cool. One of my favourite movies was actually made there. Well, not made there, but based around that place was Scarface, like, you know. So that it's kind of like would be cool to see, like, you know what I mean, where the boy got cut up with a chainsaw and that. But, but yeah, I don't. It's probably just a prop, like probably not even a real place, like, you know what I mean. Anyway, guys, peace, love. Take care of yourselves. I'll be back after Christmas. And I'm really sorry there's not much else to really show you or do here, like, but well, it's just what it is, really. Peace.